304 3rd Street, Oldsburg, Kansas.
Branch of service.
Navy.
Highest rank.
Aviation machinist mate first class.
And dates of enlistment.
September 17th, 1942 to February 16th, 1946.
And any medals or service, other awards?
Oh, yeah, I think. We've got them all.
I don't think my discharge.
I don't know what to
shows any.
do with this.
Did you show anything?
If I should just hand it to you.
No, just if you just hold it up there, I'll
Okay.
get it focused in here. Okay. Got it. Are there some more down there that
Oh, yeah, did you get?
I zoomed in and we got them on tape.
Victory Medal and the American area, and Air Cruise with 3 stars, Atlantic Pacific with 8 stars, Philippine Liberation, Presidential Unit Citation, 1 star, Good Conduct, Air Medals, 1 gold star, Distinguished Flying Cross, and Recommendation Ribbon, 1 star. And that's about it. And then my discharge report's right there. That right side up, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what were you doing before the war broke out?
Oh, working at Fort Riley on helping build a barracks and so on, so doing carpenter work. And then before that, I was, my dad died when I was 16 years old, and then a family in Oldford come down and got me and lived with them for 4 or 5 years. And I was supposed to be a mechanic in the garage there. He run a garage, Chevrolet garage. Did you know Mike Pearson?
No, originally,
Old
I never came back down here until 35 years
Yeah.
ago.
Okay. Anyway, that's how I got. Mike told me, he said, don't go with the Army. He said, go in the Navy. At least you'll have a place to lay down. And that's what I did. So I went, joined the Navy.
So you enlisted.
I enlisted.
Yeah. Where'd you go for boot camp?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
And from there, where did you go?
From there, I went to, I worked down at the air hangars in Corpus Christi for about 3 months. And then from there, we went to San Diego, California, North Island. North Island there, I was put into a squadron, air squadron. Okay, you want me to go on?
Sure, keep going.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Air squadron, and it was VPP 109. And we shipped out, I don't remember the date on it. I don't remember when we shipped out. Anyway, we went to Hawaiian Islands over to Kaneohe Bay and did some more training and gunnery training there for about 3 months, and then we were shipped over to the Gilbert Islands, or not shipped, we flew over to Gilbert Islands, crossed the equator and got initiated. And then,
Never did.
let's see, from Gilbert Islands, we raided and shot up and bombed the Marshall Islands, and they got that secured, and we landed in Kwajalein then, and we worked on Inuitak and not Iwo Jima, but Philippines and stuff like that from there. And then from the Marshall Islands, we went to Tinian and Saipan and Guam. And there we bombed and raided, flew patrol, raided ships and submarines and stuff like this. From there, we went back home. We had been there, 8 months, I think, something like that. We went back to San Diego and reformed another squadron, which I got put into. And I was a crew chief or plane captain in the other squadron, in the last squadron. My crew then was, the crew before it was Crew 7, and now I'm in Crew 12. I was plane captain, and took care of the crew and took care of the maintenance on the plane and so on and so forth. Well, we flew from there to, where did we go to? Back to Guam. And then from there we went to Inuitak, and we was on Iwo Jima. In the Philippines, we were down in the Philippines for a while. And then we were stationed on Okinawa after that. And after Okinawa, this comes the story of, that's in the magazine here.
Okay.
So that's, then back home again, and went to Chicago for my discharge, and the lieutenant I was getting my discharge from, he quizzed me and so on and so forth, and wanted to know what I was going to do, and I said, well, I'm going to go home and get a good job for about $300 a month and buy a new car. And he said, well, why don't you stay in the Navy? We'll make you a chief, give you a big raise. He said, you got all your overseas time in, you won't have to worry about that anymore. And I said, no, I'm going home. Well, it was 1986 before I got the new car. And, of course, after that, we got married and so on and so forth. That's about the end of my veteran story.
Would you say you have something here you want to show us?
Pardon?
You have something in that magazine there that you want to show us?
Yes, I do. Yep. Story. Now, you can keep this and read it if you want to, and then send it back to me, if that's okay with me.
Okay.
But this is aviation history, and it's the November issue of 2002. And it's the story on this right here. This was the last time, or second time across that we flew this plane right here. That's the plane I was in, 514.
Did you draw that picture on the side
On the back?
of the woman?
No. No, we hired that done. And then the story goes on, and this is, I'm right down in, I'm this guy right here. This is.
Keep your finger there. We go. I'll zoom in on that. I zoomed in too much. That went out of focus. There we go.
And
Okay.
it goes on to tell about what we did and so on and so forth. We did stripping and so on and so forth. Then we got into a big dog fight with Japanese. There were 14 Japanese planes. I kept seeing something dropping in the ocean, in the water, and bubbling up. And I thought, well, what in the world kind of fish is doing that, you know? So I called the pilot and told him about it. Oh yeah, he said, I see that. I said, I don't know what that is. Pretty soon somebody looked up and there were 14 planes above us, trying to drop incendiary bombs on us, you know. And they've got this story, and they've got a book coming out now too on this sort of story. And I have another book at home that I should have brought along maybe, but it's I can't remember the name of it anymore. Anyway, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then yeah, some more books here of this. Oh, there's a picture of me.
We better get that.
Gotta get that.
You haven't changed a bit.
yeah. I tell you,
A little less hair.
maybe from the head down, I've changed a lot.
Is that a picture of you over here?
Yes. This was taken in Oldsburg.
Oh, I see Farmers Union. Is that the
Yeah,
co-op?
Farmers Union store in
Yeah.
Oldsburg. Still there.
Hey.
Oh, and then these are books, and I tell you what, you can keep them too if you want to look at them. If you promise to mail them back to me. I'm sure.
Maybe I'll send them home with Sean or something after.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fine. You bet. But that's the story on both squadrons. Yeah. This was the first time across. And this is the second time.
The second one.
Okay. You don't want that picture, do you?
I got it on tape already.
Yes. And I'll leave that with you.
Okay.
You just,
Interested in looking at that.
yeah. But you have to promise to send it back.
I will. I
Okay.
won't. I won't keep it. I
All right.
promise you. Anything else you want to say for the tape?
Oh, no, I don't believe so. I'm glad to be home. Glad I'm in the health I am in, which isn't very good, but I'm happy. I get along fine. I feel good, except when I start doing something, I just completely wear out real quick. And I think
I
you
got the same
probably
problem.
know all about that too.
Same trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Eat that aircraft. 3770 Hodges Lane, St. George, Kansas.
branch of service,
I was in the U.S. Navy,
the division.
the engineering division, A division, which was for auxiliaries.
Highest rank?
Machinist mate first class.